Well, good morning. Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living, Cultural Coast. Happy Sunday, and most importantly, happy Mother's Day. Yes. Today's an opportunity to recognize not only the biological, if you will, meaning of motherhood, but also the cosmic and the divine mother that is really part of all of us. Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes called it the cosmic mother that is part of the divinity within. I think that's such a beautiful way. It's universal. It's always available, always present. But of course, we all have mothers in our lives. And so I thought, well, my name's Kathleen Frankert, by the way. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the Center for Cultural Coast. And I also want to welcome not only the folks here, but also those of you joining us online. It's great to have you with us. So I was looking into, thoughts about motherhood and a little something I could share this morning. So I found a few, Google, they bring you everything. I found a couple that I thought would be nice to share. Here's one from a Swiss cardinal of the Roman Catholic Church. It's interesting that he would have an insight on motherhood, but what he says is a mother is just not someone, a mother is someone who, not just someone who gave you birth. She is someone who can take the place of all others, but whose place no one else can take. And Dorothy Canfield Fisher wrote, "A mother is not a person to lean on, but a person to make leaning unnecessary." The author Jodi Picoult says, "Once you sign on to be a mother, 24/7 is the only shift they offer." Here's an anonymous one for good reason, I think. "I smile because I'm your mother. I laugh because there's nothing you can do about it." P.J. O'Rourke, the columnist and author P.J. O'Rourke says, "Everybody wants to save the earth. Nobody wants to help mom do the dishes." And finally, from one of my all-time favorite comedians, Phyllis Diller. Many of you may remember Phyllis. "I want my children to have all the things I couldn't afford, and then I want to move in with them." So there's a little humor to connect with our spiritual nature, right? It's all part of us. So happy to have you here this morning. We have a wonderful service in store for you. This whole year, our theme is open at the top. This month, so month by month, we're kind of teasing that apart. What does that mean to be open at the top? What does that imply for us as spiritual seekers on this path? The month of March, it's an interesting area of exploration. It's about divine doubt. And so today, Reverend Theresa Fieberts, our spiritual director and minister, is going to be discussing and bringing a lesson on debuting doubt. So what does that first revelation of doubt look like, and how does that show up? We also have with us one of our divine musical inspirations and members here, prolific songwriter, singer, composer, an all-around amazing human being, Elaine Silver. She will be bringing our musical inspiration. So with all that accomplished, let's just take this moment now to connect. To connect with that cosmic mother, that universal mother that is within each of us, that we carry with us as close as our breath, as unique as our fingerprint. And let us know today that this cosmic mother within us is birthing something new, something amazing, revealing itself as us, as uniquely us, that only we can reveal, that only we can experience, that only we can bring forth in the world. That is our gift. That is the gift that has been instilled in us by the Creator. I give thanks for the music and the message today that brings this cosmic mother awareness, this cosmic mother energy, into perhaps a new way of thinking about it, a new focus, a new revelation, a new revealing that energizes, supports, inspires, and most of all, deeply reveals love of ourselves and for each other and for the world. I give thanks for this opportunity now presented in this moment and in the unfolding time that we spend together. I declare it good, very good. Releasing this word now, I know it to be done, and so it is. Welcome, Elaine Silver.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Mother's Day. So I have a brand new song for Mother's Day. I wrote it in the pool while I was meditating. I call it mermaid yoga. It's called This Is the Day. This is the day that the Spirit has made, and today is Mother's Day. Celebrating moms in this precious way, and I'm grateful for mine every day. She gave me life as she gave birth. It's the same for everyone here. We all had a mother, right? But the mother lode is our Mother Earth, circling the sun once a year. This is the day that the Spirit has made, and today is Mother's Day. Celebrating moms in this precious way, and I'm grateful for mine every day. She gave us life as she gave birth to my brother and my sisters and me. And she showed us how to live in joy, and she left a love-filled legacy. This is the day that the Spirit has made, and today is Mother's Day. Celebrating moms in this precious way, and I'm grateful for mine every day. Yes, I'm grateful for my mom every day. Today is the day that the Spirit has made. So it is.
Happy Mother's Day. As a matter of fact, two of my favorite people in my life were my mother and grandmother, and I miss them on a regular basis. Yeah. So for the reading today, I'm going to read from Deepak Chopra, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And we're going to do number 5, the law of intention and desire. Inherent in every intention and desire is the mechanics for its fulfillment. Intention and desire in the field of pure potentiality have infinite organizing power. And when we introduce an intention in the fertile ground of pure potentiality, we put this infinite organizing power to work for us. Intention is the real power behind desire. Intent alone is very powerful because intent is desire without attachment to the outcome. Desire alone is weak because desire in most people is intention with attachment. Intent is desire with strict adherence to the other laws, but particularly the law of detachment, which is the sixth spiritual law of success. Intention combined with detachment leads to life-centered, present moment awareness. And when action is performed in present moment awareness, it is most effective. Your intent is for the future, but your attention is for the present. As long as your attention in the present, then your intent for the future will manifest because the future is created in the present. You must accept the present as is, accept the present, and intend the future. The future is anything you can always create through detached intention, but you should never struggle against the present. The past, present, and future are all properties of consciousness. The past is recollection, memory. The future is anticipation. The present is awareness. Therefore, time is the movement of thought. Both past and future are born in the imagination. Only the present, which is awareness, is real and eternal. And so it is.
Okay, Frankie's going to help me on the bass. Frankie Taylor, give her a hand. She's fabulous. So the last time I was here was on March 29th, and I was here for the just for the service. I wasn't feeling well, and I got to witness Monk Bhante-san, and he gave us the mantra, "Today is my peaceful day." Remember that, everybody? And you can always go back on YouTube and look at it. It's great. And it really made a difference for me. And so that line, "Today is my peaceful day," that repeats a few times through the song. So if you feel like joining in, you're welcome to. Today is my peaceful day. I remember when I start to pray. These are the words I say. Today is my peaceful day. I walk for and speak of peace. What no longer serves I release. A magical way to pray. Today is my peaceful day. So the second part here, we're going to do some Om Shanti. Om, as most of you know, is the universal sound of creation. And Shanti is Sanskrit for peace. So we're going to be creating peace in our minds right now, like this. Om Shanti Om. And again. Om Shanti. We're going to try that again. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. I'm grateful this peaceful day. Gratitude is the way for keeping my doubts at bay. Today is my peaceful day. I walk for and speak of peace. What no longer serves I release. A magical way to pray. Here we go. Today is my peace. Om Shanti. Om Shanti Om. Om Here's a new verse for today. We're open at the top, for spirit never stops. When doubt seems in the way, that doubt really is the way. I walk for and speak of peace. What no longer serves, I release. A magical way to pray. Today is my peaceful day. Today is my peaceful day. I remember when I start to pray. These are the words I say. Today is my peaceful day. These are the words I pray on this peaceful Mother's Day. Thank you. And FYI, that's in the studio. I'm doing it, and it will be probably on Spotify and all those different, so you can support that. And here's our mom of our center, Reverend Theresa.
Mother Teresa. Was that on camera? Sometimes I go back and watch a Sunday, which I rarely do, but sometimes I do, and I'm like, wow, I did that on camera, or I said that on camera. It's out there for everybody to see, you know? Wow. So, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I can't think of anything, as Kathleen said, the theme is doubt this month, this whole month, divine doubt, and debuting doubt today. And I can't think of anything more riddled with doubt than being a mother. Yeah? 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 It's a tough job sometimes. Maybe public speaking for some people. You might be thinking, yeah, well, I don't want to be up there because I would say things that I don't want on camera too. But Mother's Day, I think, wins. I think Mother's Day wins for that, the mother load of, yeah. Look, new moms, think about new moms, just that alone. The hormones, the exhaustion, you know, you're totally sleep deprived, and yet you're expected to be doing the right thing. The right thing, whatever the right thing is, you know, who knows what the right thing is. I can remember coming home. We had just gotten home from the hospital, my son and I. He was my first child, and maybe this was the second day home. And I can remember he wouldn't nurse. He wasn't nursing. And I can remember him crying, screaming, he's hungry, you know? And I'm crying. He's soaking wet because I'm dripping on him, you know? I'm crying. I was just sobbing on him. And, you know, he eventually ate, right? But it's the doubts. Can I do this? You know, potty training, yikes. And now I'm watching my 3-year-old granddaughter, and the whole biting, hitting, acting out kind of stage of feeling into who they are, you know, and how the mom's gonna react. It's a challenge. It's a challenge to be a mom. It's a challenge. You know, am I ruining this child? I can remember thinking that. I mean, maybe today still I'm like, God, did I do that? You know, when you see some behavior, you know, is that because of me? It's endless. It's endless. You know, it doesn't go away after 18 years. It's endless. It's one of the universal initiations into uncertainty. and not enoughness. Yeah? I'm not up to this. I'm not enough. I can't do it. So, with that, let's take a breath of gratitude. Take a breath of gratitude for all the times it was a challenge for our mothers, for all those wobbly moments, all the times that it was tough for us, all the times it's still tough for us. Let's take a breath for that uncertainty of knowing how to do life right. We all know that one. We all know that one. And take a breath of love. Yeah. And a breath of self-compassion. Whether you're a mother or not, we need to remember that self-compassion. That piece that we don't always know how to do it right. We just don't always know. You know, my baby is 40 now, and he didn't starve. He's doing fine. He's got 3 boys of his own, right? But all through high school with both my son and daughter, I can't tell you how many times I thought, shit. I don't know what I'm doing. What do I do now? Yeah? I mean, wow. It's one of the most challenging jobs I've ever had, for sure. For sure. And now I have this, and you, and yeah, and I'm your mom. Yeah, yeah. Can you even imagine, put yourself in my little tiny shoes for a minute. Can you even imagine the doubt I have to stand up here every Sunday and say something new of the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same story I'm sharing with you. It's the same story. And I got to say it different. I mean, you know, yeah, there's some doubt. We all have doubt. It's natural to have doubt. It is natural to have doubt. We all have doubt. We all have doubt. What I want to talk about today is, can it be spiritual? When I saw that we were going to have 5 Sundays of doubt, I'm like, who can I get in there to speak? Because we don't pay that much attention to doubt in this teaching, other than not to do it. And then there might be a feeling that if you do it, you feel guilty, you feel shameful, you feel like you're not good enough, you feel like you're doing it wrong. I get it, man, I get it. But the theme is divine doubt, and so I was called into action or non-action to sit with, what in the heck does divine doubt mean? You know, surely spirit doesn't have doubt. What do they mean, divine doubt? How can it be spiritual? It seems very contrary even to the idea of faith. Certainly our New Thought teachings, which is really all about speaking with confidence and acting with confidence and moving into the world with confidence. That's what we teach. But there is a subtlety I'm learning. There's a subtlety about doubt that I think actually strengthens our faith. It can strengthen our faith, and it can strengthen our communities. Doubt can be a motivator, just like fear and anger. I don't push them away. I listen to them. They're motivators. Boy, especially anger. When I get angry, that is a real clear sign to pay attention. What is going on inside of you? You know, why are you angry? Doubt is an indicator. It's an indicator, And if we follow it, if we listen, if we don't reject it, I think we have an opportunity to go deeper in ourselves, deeper with the people in our lives, and deeper with God. If we don't push it away. Because the issue isn't self-doubt. That's not really the issue. It's our rejection of it. That allows it to grow unchecked. When we pay attention, we're empowered, you know? So I wonder if we can affirm that I accept my doubt as an opportunity to learn. Can you? Do it with me. I accept my doubt as an opportunity to learn. Yeah, because that's what it is. Modern psychology tells us that too. They're beginning to see and affirm for us, with us, that there's something that spiritual traditions have taught and known about doubt, that healthy doubt can deepen our faith. Doubt interrupts rigid thinking. That's a really good thing in this day and age, isn't it? It's a really good thing. Doubt interrupts rigid thinking. It helps us re-examine inherited beliefs. Another really good thing to be doing today, right? Yes. It invites humility. It's okay to be wrong sometimes. And it opens us to learning. It helps us grow. It helps us grow. Researchers suggest that questioning our doubts instead of automatically believing them strengthens resilience within us and deepens our commitment to what truly matters. I think that's key. When we're doubting, we don't lose sight of what the deeper ideal is that we're working with. We're just questioning some of the avenues that we get there, some of the choices that we make, that kind of stuff. So since I returned from Reno, I have had 2 different situations that have caused me a lot of doubt, a lot of I don't know where I stand with this or how I move forward with this. So I found myself meditating more, contemplating those ideas more, praying, journaling, all of that, to try to help me align, find that thing that goes, that's it. That's it, you know? It's been wonderful, really. It's hard. It's not necessarily wonderful. It's hard. It's hard. But my resolve was always strong in the end goal, And so I opened to greater possibilities. And again, I can't underscore how humility makes a difference when we don't stay firmly grasped on having to be right. That makes a difference. So I think there's a balance that we want to find between confidence and doubt. I say all the time up here that confidence is the sexiest quality anybody can have. I think so. I just love a confident person. But not confidence where it's rigid and unyielding. A confidence that is at that end game. A confidence that says, I know who I am. I'm watching my steps right now, though. How am I getting to that point? False certainty can easily become an idol that we worship. I think in this teaching that we got to watch ourselves with that, you know, because we do proclaim things really strongly, but let's be clear. Let's always know, you know, if we got the little doubt, that we want to look at it. We want to look at it because that's the real distinction. Doubt is not the opposite of faith. Okay? Doubt is not the opposite of faith. Certainty is the opposite of growth. Oh, let that one settle in. Right? Right? Doubt's not the opposite of faith. Certainty is the opposite of our growth. Faith is not the absence of questions then. Right? Faith isn't the absence of questions. Remember doubting Thomas in the Bible? You know? Show me. I don't believe it. Show me. Show me. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me know it. Faith, then, is the willingness for us to remain open in the midst of our questions. So that when we see that truth, when we hear that truth, when we find it, when we discover it, when it's revealed to us, we know it. Then we know it, right? I'm uncomfortable with some uncertainties, and some uncertainties I'm very comfortable with. I think the big picture stuff I'm really comfortable with not knowing. I don't know when we're going to find a new place for this community. I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know where it's going to be. And I'm really okay with that. I'm not all churned up around it. But then some things, churn me a little more. Some things seem more pressing, and I want clarity, and I want certainty, and I want it now. Anybody? Anybody know that one? All right. All right. Somewhere in the not knowing, in the midst of the not knowing, just recently came an idea to research what it was that I was doubting, to look into it deeper. And there came the alignment. There came the aha. But it wouldn't have come had I not opened to well, what else is possible? What's trying to reveal itself here? Homes often encouraged us to release doubt, to deny doubt, to let go of doubt, to have complete faith and trust and confidence when we're speaking our word, specifically in treatment. This is what we're taught in treatment. But I don't believe he meant, so forget about your humanity. I say often we have 2 feet. One's walking in our humanity, and one's walking in our divinity. We don't want to lean one way or the other. We need a balance in that. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard, and sometimes we have doubt. But there's a difference between being ruled by our doubt, stuck like the doubt that says, I'm not good enough. That doubt? No. That doubt we want to turn over quickly. But being honest about our doubt is a really powerful thing. And I want to make a point here that when we hide our self-doubt, it tends to fester and grow. To pretend like I got all my shit together. I'm sorry, I'm just swearing a lot this morning. I got all my stuff together. Just talk about mothers, being a mom and how hard it is. It's got me a little riled up, I guess. When we hide our self-doubt, when we hide that, it seems to anything that we hide, that we push down, anything that we're resisting is festering inside of us, right? We need to look at it to clean it up so that it doesn't, like pop the bubble, like let some of the steam off of it, the energy off of it. So one of the things that happens when we're feeling doubt is we isolate ourselves, and the doubt grows deeper. Self-doubt of its own is not harmful. It's just simply part of being human. That's all. But the source of our pain around doubt is often the secrecy and the shame that we have around it. Is that true? Do you think? Yeah. So it isn't doubt that isolates us. It's hiding the doubt. What would happen if we let that mask go? So maybe divine doubt is not the absence of faith, but it's a doorway into a more honest one. Yeah? A faith spacious enough to include all the questions. Yeah, I love that idea. Yeah. Tender enough to include our humanity and our humility. Soft, gentle, and alive enough to keep us moving, to keep us growing, to keep us energized. So, what if you debuted that doubt? What if you let that doubt show? What if you let it show in community? Because that's what we're going to do next week. We're going to talk about in what authentic spiritual community looks like when people show up real. And this afternoon, we're going to get to do that with Sid and Ray, to let our shine. Let ourselves shine. So I've got some homework for you. Ready? Notice all the ways that you're guarded, that you guard yourself. All the ways that you just don't really want to show, right? The ways that you guard yourself, especially here in spiritual community, when you're invited to be real, right? I mean, it is an active look at our core values. That is not, we're not asking anybody to hide who they are, right? We are not asking anybody to hide who they are. So ask yourself, what parts do you hide and why? What parts do you hide and why? What might happen if you let that mask go? And if you're really brave and you want an A+, tell someone this afternoon before you leave this room what just one of your doubts are. And feel yourself being held in that love. Yeah, thank you. So it is.
So I was trying to find a song about doubt. And I did a little bit of research, and I remembered a song that I wrote back in 1999, and it's called Pendulum, and I think that could have to do with doubt. We doubt, we don't doubt. It goes this way, it goes that way. It could be 10 years, it could be 5,000 years, but that pendulum always seems to come back, and I think what we want is some balance, but when we begin to look at our uncertainty, that can bring us balance. So, pendulum. My eyes are open, my vision is clear, my heart once broken has mended the fear. Time is the healer, the pendulum swings. One voice, once silent, so sweetly now sings. Embrace the laughter, embrace the gifts of life, embrace the universe, embraced by the light. Embrace uncertainty, embrace the pain, embrace the sunshine, embraced by the rain. Time is the healer, the pendulum swings. vision is clear. My heart, once broken, has mended the field.
Thank you, Elaine. So beautiful. How, she just has this wealth of material and inspiration, and she always brings such gifts to us. So thank you, Elaine, and thank you, Reverend Theresa, for a very uplifting and challenging and interesting message. And I hope that we all get to take her up on her suggestion about how to take doubt into our lives today in this week. And now is our opportunity for participation in the law of circulation and giving back to where we have been spiritually fed today. Those of you joining online, you'll see scrolling how to do so virtually. Those of you here in the Bayfront Center, there will be baskets passed. And if you give virtually, as I do, I set it, and it emanates through the ethers and arrives to this place of inspiration every week. But however you give, I just invite you to take that gift to your heart space, either virtually or in form, and join me in knowing that this is a gift that is surely blessed. It is blessed by this intention of giving, this intention for participation in this spiritual community, and its mission of creating a world that works for everyone, no one left out. Giving thanks for this opportunity now to participate in this community in this very special way. I am grateful in it. I release this word now, knowing that this gift goes forth to flourish and prosper. And the divine flow returns it, multiplied abundantly. And together we say, and so it is. And now Frankie and Bobby and Elaine are going to lead us in our offering affirmation song.
I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on.
I want to say one more thing because I forgot to say it when I was up here earlier. I want to tell you that we had a booth at Pride Fest yesterday. It wasn't really technically the Pride Fest, but the Fab AF Arts and Music Festival. And it was fabulous. It was fab. And I was so thrilled, and I want to thank the people that helped us. Laura came out and helped Bobby and I set up. And Diana and Frankie did an absolutely amazing job of representing us. on the big stage. That Diana belongs on the big stage. And you owned it. You owned it. And I've never been more proud of us. I love us, and I've never been more proud of us. And yes, really, and then Diana stayed and helped us tear it down. And there were a lot of you that walked through proudly with your T-shirts, and it was just a beautiful thing, so thank you. And then Diana has this food drive going. And so, again, I just tip my hat to you, dear. Thank you for all that you do for us and having us out in the community in all the ways that you do.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Reverend Diana Escobar, and I have some announcements this morning. So we have the new Science of Mind magazine on the information table for May and June. Please purchase one before you leave. If you're the first time with us, we have a gift. Come see me or one of the greeters or Reverend Theresa. We would like to meet with you and greet you and say hello to you. And we have a lot going on with the newsletter. So there's the video that starts before and afterwards, and that shows everything that's going on in the newsletter. And we also have the information table there if you're not listening to me or I don't say something and you're paying no mind to me. That's okay. Anyway, yeah, and you could sign up for the newsletter either on the information table or on Facebook. We have our regular weekly meetings, which is the Spiritual Living Circle, which Jim Grove does on Wednesdays, the Heart, Mind, Spirit Recovery meeting on Fridays, and then Kathleen's doing a new class, Full Spectrum of Wealth. It's a 7-week class, starts May 19th. And then today's the workshop with Sid and Ray. Woo! Woo! Yeah, we're really excited. And we're going to have food and conversation, and then come join us for the workshop afterwards. And Kathleen is the prayer practitioner. And I think I said everything. And have a lovely, wonderful Mother's Day, everybody.
We're going to shine on. You know, before the center was actually formed, I think the working title, the working name was Shine Center for Spiritual Living. That's how much it means to Theresa. Shine. So the words are shine on, shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine. So shine on. So it goes like that. Shine on. Shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine. Go shine. One more time. Shine on. Shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine. So shine on. Great job. We are made of light. Shine on. Like the sun so bright. Shine on. We are made of love, shine on, like the moon up above, shine on, come on. Shine on, shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine, so shine on. We are made of joy, shine on. Every girl and boy, shine on. Every living thing, shine on. Everyone shine on, shine on. Shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine, so shine on. We are the energy of community. We are the symphony of humanity. Shine on. We are human spirits aligned to shine. So shine on. It feels so good to shine on. Get the neighborhood to shine on. Get America to shine on. Get the whole